Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Mukakadash. Double honors to the elders for pushing this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom. And this is a recent news article from RT.com, the business news category. Alternative world news around the world. And this is published March the 7th, 2023. And it reads, India posed to ditch the dollar in a trade with neighbor. It says rupee settlement could boost New Delhi's economic ties with Sri Lanka. India and Sri Lanka are discussing swifting away from the US dollar to settlements using the Indian rupee as two countries look to strengthen their partnership through trade and investment. Right, this is the similar with the Russia and China situation. They're swifting away from the American dollar. Now you got India and Sri Lanka. They want to swift away from the American dollar as well too. Continuing on with the reading, it says rupee settlements are expected to derive benefits like shorter, timeless, lower exchange costs, and easier availability of trade credits for participating financial institutes. The initiative may also have a benefit impacting on the nation's respectable tourism and hospitality industries. It says a discussion of the issue arranged by the High Commission of India was held in the Sri Lanka capital of Colombo last week. Representations from the Bank of Ceylon, State Bank of India, and the Indian Bank shared their experience in informing the audience and that they have shared carrying the INR denominated trade transactions through respective Vostra and Nostra accounts after the creation of a enabling framework by the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, and the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, CSBL, in 2022. The Commission said in a statement seen by a PTI news agency. It says the SWIFT can only boost the country's efforts in building a stronger and closer economic partnership through trade and investment-led measures. Gopay Bagley, India's High Commission to Sri Lanka, said last year Sri Lanka was hit by the worst economic crisis since the South Asian country declared independence from Britain in 1948. The crisis initiated caused by a shortage of foreign exchange arising from the endemic. Related restrictions of tourism led to dire shortage of food, fuel, and basic necessities. The country's government did not have the funds to pay for import. In April, Sri Lanka defaulted on its foreign debt of $34.8 billion. Same thing happened over there in Lebanon. They had default on their debt as well too. It says, according to its Department of Internal Resources, it says the governor of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, Nadalia Wesson, praised the current switch measure, saying the India and Sri Lanka business community strongly support. Right, so that shows you another indicator right here that Sri Lanka and India having a discussion to swift to their currency and turning it away from the American dollar and the euro dollar as well too. So that shows you that we're getting closer and closer a step to the MOTB of the Karatma of this full currency of the paper dollar is going to be a soon thing in the past as we start to see more signs of that, you know. And this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. He calls on all, both small and great, which are poor, free, or bond, to receive a mark in their RIGHTHAND, or in their FOREHADS. Revelations 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, say he have the mark of the name of the BEAST, or the number of his name. Revelations 13 and 18, and it reads through the Holy Scriptures. Here is wisdom, let him have understanding. Count the number of the BEAST, for it is the number of a man, and his number is SIXHUNDRED, threescore and SIX. Right, so, like I mentioned again, we're getting closer and closer to this fully revealing of this digital currency. Because now you're starting to see countries are turning away from the euro dollar and the United States dollar as well too, as it's turning into full currency, and the paper dollar is going to be a thing of the past, and it's not going to be no more value, because currently it has value right now. But now you're starting to see the nations are turning away from the American dollar and coming of their own currency, and switching onto their central banks and stuff like that. So sooner or later, the reserve of their paper dollar is going to be a thing of the past too, because we're living in that. We're living in this modern day age of everything is going to be exchanged from paper to currency, a full revealing of currency. So that's the steps that we are approaching into. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying. That I recently just brought out of this news article as of March 7, 2023, from the business news category from RT.com. As it says, India posed to ditch the dollar in a trade with neighbor. Right, the economic trade, which is in discussions right now between India and Sri Lanka as they turn away from the American dollar, as they in plans and discussions to ditch the American dollar. So with that, once again, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Wikakardash. Double honors to the elders for preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom.